Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And here now, the Baltimore offense.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We'll look now at our starting defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and that'll make it 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He may try and run for this, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 23 carries, 96 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
I can't believe they use much.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Orlando Brown guilty of the infraction there. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out is the former first-rounder from all the way back in 2004 from Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Let's get it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm on.
Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson now. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Jackson on the move, and he's going to go down again.
We call that a sack block.
For a rookie 1st rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, here are the starters for Baltimore. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Throwing on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On second down, Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danny Trevathan, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
First carry for James Conner, and he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On second down, Conner looking for space. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They'll run on first down. Ingram looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, he was looking for Mark Ingram there. And now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Snead's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ben leaves to counter on the draw. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Patrick Owasor in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Pressure comes and it's blocked. The Ravens block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but Let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts as they'll match up against the Cleveland Browns. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And lastly, we'll be tuned in on Sunday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Again, it's Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Open man here is Gentry, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger to the end zone, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. A quick throw here out to Brown. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Ingram. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Offense.
That's Ronnie Stanley, former top 10 pick from Notre Dame. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Jackson now sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the different.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it?
Yep.
Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Roethlisberger will throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
Encroachment, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On 2nd down, Samuels. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So that one will be accepted.
230. Mike's 59. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On 2nd down now, it's Conner. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Conner. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson is going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will.
Let's go!
It's a gain of 17 yards.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Mike's 59. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. That's on the former Army Ranger, Alejandro Villanueva. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Black 80. 59. Here we go. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll buy some time right, and now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. This is Ingram. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Jackson's pass complete to Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Baltimore.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down by a field goal, 1:39 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. This one caught by Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Matt Judon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll run for it with Samuels. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.
And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Baltimore, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.